there you are. You've had a drink and a bit. When, Ash, did you say to Mikey, goodness me, your strawberry blonde mane is looking like it needs a haircut? You look like a marriage, the love child between Black Beauty and Greg Rutherford. We need to do something. I am going to get the clippers. You need to be sorted and sheared. Did you say that and make a suggestion that you want to cut his hair?
No, he asked me to.
You didn't make that suggestion?
No.
Really? Whose suggestion was it? Mikey.
It was my suggestion, Judge.
And what did you say to the unqualified horse whisperer?
It was 6 days before payday. I was sick of my hair. When it gets long, it grows out. It's a cross between Shirley Temple and Wurzel Gummidge type thing. Just goes everywhere.
You just pause for a second whilst I get that somewhere in my mental Rolodex, sir. I shall use it for Christmas. You look like a cross between...
Shirley Temple's curls and Wurzel Gummidge.
So to say to get Shirley Temple and...
Wurzel Gummidge.
You look like a 6-year-old dancing scarecrow.
Didn't think of it that way.
In other words, if I were to leave you here for 3 or 4 weeks, you'd look like a very shiny version of Noddy Holder.
Yeah, more than likely.
Have you ever seen it like that?
It's not a pretty sight.
Not a pretty sight.
No.
You're full of compliments today, Ash.
I know.
Here's the
Can't
thing.
help it.
Despite the fact that he wasn't qualified, you said to Ash, what? You said it was before payday. Now, I know a little bit about barbers, and I know where you live in the country. I'm not especially interested, but you know you can go and get a haircut for how much at a qualified barber?
My haircut costs about £6 with the barbers I go to.
£6? Absolutely. Go on the right day and it might cost you £5 plus a tip. The question is this, you could have afforded a haircut from a professional person, couldn't you?
On payday, on that day, no.
Why, when you were handed the clippers, did you not say, Mikey, I'm awfully sorry, I am not qualified to do this, and so consequently, this is going to cause you some problems if I get it wrong. Therefore, I think not. Wait 3 days, you look perfectly fine, go to a profession.
Be careful what you ask for.
What happened? Do you explain what happened next, Mikey?
Judge, basically he started cutting back with the number 2 piece on the clippers. Went back once, came forward, went to go back again. The number 2 came off and he went down the centre of my head with a bare blade and went straight all the way down.
Good Lord.
So,
Let's have a look at what you did. Oh, good Lord. In other words, instead of just shaving the back and sides and doing an ordinary haircut, you went... Was that a mistake or on purpose, Ash?
It was an accident.
Your claim is what, sir?
for loss of earnings and the distress caused in the following period.
You're claiming for how much?
£500.
And you're claiming for £500 because ostensibly you say to me, I was so ashamed by what happened, I couldn't go to work.
That's right, and my luck didn't suit work. So
Now, I have to ask you now, this really matters. You say your look didn't suit work. I don't need to know the company you worked for, I'm not interested. What was the title of your job?
Team manager.
As a team manager, why were your looks significant or relevant to the work you did?
It's a rough look, and the work I was in and the company I was working for, it wasn't the best of luck. It was more my own shame, more than anything.
Your own shame?
Yeah, for the first 2 days.
As part of your claim, you submitted a variety of examples of the type of things people would say to you. Tell me about your local shop. What happened?
The local shop, a few hours after it happened, I walked in just to get cigarettes or something, can't remember what it was, and he turned around as soon as I walked in the door and says, "Oh, look, it's Sinead O'Connor." Because of the accent and the Sinead O'Connor look.
During the course of the proceedings, I'm satisfied that Ash, frankly, ought to have said, "I'm really sorry, I am not a qualified hairdresser, and I am not prepared to do this." What's more, according to his own evidence, he was sufficiently sober to have come to that conclusion and said, "Sorry, Mikey, no." Now, it's Ash's fault. In law, he behaved in a negligent way. The difficulty with this case, sir, is what are the damages? You chose to stay away from work. Consequently, that was your choice. you haven't suffered any consequent loss as a result of his negligence. What have you suffered? Well, sir, in conclusion, all I can say is you have suffered the loss of opportunity of a decent haircut. The award of this court, consequently, is how much he gets his haircut for. This court awards you £6. Go and get a decent haircut.
Mikey won part of his claim and was awarded £6 by the court for a new haircut. Let's find out how both parties felt about today's ruling.
I'm happy enough with the judgment. Obviously, I didn't get what I was asking for, but I got the judgment in my favour, so.
£6 on buzzer. Came in for 500, left with £6.
I do believe I'm owed an apology, but I don't think I'll ever get it.
I've got nothing to be sorry for, it was an accident. I don't need to apologise for the haircut because it wasn't my fault, it was the clippers. So if anything, his friend needs to apologise for giving me dodgy clippers to use.
He'll never apologise now, but if he ever did feel bad, I still wouldn't know about that either, but I believe he did at one stage.
There is no strawberry blonde, ginger is ginger, you either accept it or you don't, so.
Don't be stupid. Stay and watch the best Judge Rinder moments. And I'm talking. Understood? Don't be a moron. Subscribe to Judge Rinder YouTube channel. Right now. That's an order.